Next topic is photoelectric effect. So there are four graphs. You must learn the graph because the question will be there based on graph. So I want to explain the theory. So without theory you will not get any proper idea. So let me explain the theory. Do you know photoelectric effect?
Yes, sir.
You can see one experimental setup here. You can see that there is a glass tube. Understood? Evacuated glass tube is there, and above this glass tube there is a small window. Through this window, a radiation is emitted. Clear? A radiation is passing through this glass window. You can see that from this picture it is clear, and there is a metallic plate C. C is a small metal plate. It is said to be cathode, or whatever be the term, no problem. C is the metallic plate, and there is another plate here. Let it said to be anode. Okay, clear?
Mm.
There are two metallic plates here. The radiation is falling on this cathode C. Clear? The radiation is falling on C. And okay, and also we are giving, initially we are giving um, positive polarity. I mean there is a supply here, there is a supply here. The positive terminal of the battery is connected to A initially, and the negative terminal of the battery is connected to C. Okay.
Mm.
So this part I don't want to explain. This is just for reversing the polarity of the supply. There is small setup switch. Commutator is nothing but it is a switch. Okay, listen. I want to explain the theory. Okay, what happens next? You can see from this picture. If the radiation has sufficient energy, okay.
Mm.
If the radiation has sufficient energy, what happens? It will remove, clear, it will separate outermost electrons from the metallic plate, and it will be moving towards A. Understood?
Okay, sir.
Why the electrons are separated from C when the light rays falling on C? Can you tell me the reason?
They are excited, sir.
Yes, this because this light source S emit radiation in the form of photon. Each photon has the energy h mu, correct?
Yes,
Each
sir.
photon has high energy h mu. This high energy h mu falling on atoms of C. Falling on atoms of C, what happens that the outermost electron, clear?
Yes,
The
sir.
outermost electrons are weakly bound by the attractive
Mm.
force of the nucleus. The outermost electron is almost free. So when this
Mm.
photon falling on this atom, this electron will be separated. Clear? It will be
Yes.
knocked out. It will be separated from the atom. And as a result, the electron, the separated from C, will be moving towards A because its polarity is positive. So because there is an attraction, so the electrons will be moving towards A. Okay, clear?
Mm.
Okay. So the energy must be sufficient. The photon must have a sufficient energy to remove the electron from the atom. Understood? Clear?
Yes, sir.
So let us learn some important graph, because in a NEET exam you can see there are plenty of questions containing graph. You must learn the
Yes.
graph. So the first graph is about this one, in the photoelectric current versus intensity. Okay.
Mm.
What do you mean by intensity? Intensity is nothing but it is the brightness of the radiation. Clear?
Okay, sir.
So the intensity can be increased by changing the position of the source S. Clear?
Mm.
If S is kept nearer to C, if S is kept
More
nearer to
intense.
C, yes, what happens that the radiation brightness will be increased. You agree with me? Clear?
Yes, sir.
If S is far away from the C, the radiation, I mean, its intensity will be very low. So in this way, the
Mm.
changing the position of S, you can vary the intensity of the radiation. Clear?
Okay,
So
sir.
intensity is actually proportional to number of photons. Clear?
Mm.
Intensity means number of photon. So, okay, you agree with me. So, the more photon results in more current. Correct? Understood?
Okay, sir.
From this graph, it is clear that intensity increased means that number of photon is increased. The number of photon falling on C is increased, results in more creation of free electron. Understood?
Okay, sir.
So you understood the reason, okay? The more photon, each photon is responsible for creating one electron. So the more photon results in more free electrons. Clear? That's why it is proportional. Okay. The more photon results in more free electrons. Understood? Clear?
Okay, sir.
So this graph is clear to you. You must learn the graph, okay?
Okay,
So
sir.
the first graph is clear. Photoelectric current versus intensity is clear. The next set of graph is, what is this? This graph. This graph is very important. There is a question based on this graph. Do you know this graph? Do you have any idea? Okay,
No, sir.
you don't know. Okay, listen, I will explain that. Then you can see that the potential, we are applying this potential difference across A and C, correct? Clear?
Mm.
I told you that initially we are giving positive potential to A and negative potential to C, because once the electron is separated from C, it must move towards A. Understood?
Mm.
Its polarity positive, so electron will be attracted towards A. So initially we are giving this potential. I mean the anode has the potential positive. Clear? Anode, we are giving positive potential to A, and check whether let us check whether this positive potential to A has any influence in increasing in current. But surprisingly, there is no influence from this graph. Collector, A means collector. Understood? Clear?
Mm.
Because A collect the electron. That's why A is said to be the collector.
Collect.
So you can see that the increasing collector potential basically no influence in increasing current. Understood? You look at this picture. I am changing a potential to a like 10 volt, 20 volt, 100 volt. In this way, I am increasing an collector potential. But even if you increase further, the current remains same for a given intensity. For a given intensity, the current is almost stationary, clear, saturated.
Yes.
So the collector potential has no influence in increasing current, okay?
Mm.
So this does not obey Ohm's law, correct? This does not obey Ohm's law. Clear?
Yes.
If there is a resistance like this in between them, yes, increasing the collector potential results in current and it results in more current. Understood? Clear?
Okay.
So here, but there is an empty space between them. So the increasing collector potential does not increase the current. So the current is almost fixed. The current basically depending on intensity from this experiment. Clear?
Mm.
Because the more intensity produce more free electron. So for a okay, so the collector potential has no role in increasing electricity current. So for a given I am doing this experiment for different intensities. Clear?
Okay,
I am
sir.
changing collector potential for different intensities. We can see that only the increasing intensity produce more current. The increasing collector potential does not increase current. Understood?
Mm.
Till this step, are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, I want to change the polarity. There is a switch commutator. Using this commutator, we can reverse the sign. I don't want to. Yes, I want to. I don't want to explain this setup. Okay, you understand. You please understand the. I mean concept. So I am changing the polarity. Now I am giving the negative sign, negative polarity for A. Understood? and positive polarity, of course, positive polarity for C. Okay. So in this case, if I increase, I mean if I give more negative polarity for A, what happens that the free electron will face the resistance. Clear? This negative polarity will repel the electron. Clear?
Negative.
So as a result, you can see that the negative potential is given for A. If you give the negative potential given for A, so the more negative potential results in the reduced current. Clear? The current will be reduced. This is because of the fact that the electrons are free in C. The electrons are free, but it is unable to move towards A. Understood? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, electrons are produced, but it is unable to go to A.
Move towards it.
Clear. So the negative potential. So the increasing negative potential results in. I mean, by increasing the negative potential, we can stop the photocurrent. Correct? Clear?
Okay, sir.
So there will be a negative potential, say minus V0. It is said to be the stopping potential, minus V0. At the stopping potential, no current reach A. Understood? Clear? You understood why the current is stopped? Because the electron is unable to move towards right because it has a negative sign.
More negative polarity.
It repels. So there is a negative potential. So whatever be the intensity, the radiation has a fixed stopping potential. Clear? The whatever be the position of the source, we can stop the current completely by applying a fixed stopping potential. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay, I hope you have understood. Please read this, and if you have finished, I can go to next problem.